ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
Back with us here inside the Sharks Arena. And of course, nanalo po si Zambrano sa ating opening rack. And he will be breaking next dito. Tandaan natin, this is just a race to 7. The first of our independent matchups tonight. At nakikita natin sa ating Facebook live, ang dami na pong comments, ang dami kumakampi rito. Kaya Ahron, Alcarion, of course, Amiel Alcarion also there. Alex Alcarion, mukhang isang angkan itong kumakampi. And James Benedict Feraldo as well, rooting for Ahron Alcarion. This break, once again, is brought to us by... this break is brought to us by MSW Sports Betting. Na hindi ko alam kung saan dyan. All right, so dry break once again. Let's see if Alcarion can do better this time. At agad kombinasyon ang unang sumalubong sa atin dito. He does have a little bit of an issue with the 4 and the 9. Kung makikita nyo dyan sa may bandang ibaba ng ating mesa. That's going to be addressed after this 3 ball. Ayan, medyo diretso siya rito sa 3. You fancying him drawing this back to get position on the 4 ball. Just a slight draw off the side rail. So pwede. Tignan natin kung may karambola itong 9 to ha. Otherwise, this could be a safety shot. But that 4 and 9 are very close together. A lot of players would be aggressive and try to go for the 9 ball. Yun nga ang ginawa niya rito. At naganda pa yung gulong doon kasi pumasok yung numero 6, which was not part of the plan. So Alcarion, able to pocket the 6. Medyo tikit siya rito sa numero 4, but if he gets this should be an open layout para sa kanya. Tandaan natin, this is a race to 7. Watch out! Was that a foul? Oh, that is unfortunate. Natamaan niya yung bolang hindi, well, I think his body made contact with the ball and suddenly it's ball in hand para dito kay Zambrano. At yan ang mga nakikita natin mga little pressure points playing here inside the Sharks Arena. Tandaan po natin, nasa baba ang ating playing area and a lot of people are watching sa taas para pong amphitheater ang setup natin dito. As you can see there on your screens that there are people watching over you and that adds a little bit more pressure. So an unforced error, a mistake, naging ball in hand para dito kay Zambrano. Pinaalis niya yung 7. I'm not quite sure if that's part of the plan. Now he's got a difficult shot on the 7. Sinkitable kung tutuusin papunta rito sa ating side pocket. But does Zambrano take this on or will he try to hide? Pwede rin gawin dito, tawid dagat, can put the cue ball somewhere near the 9 ball and then let that 7 ball roll up table. Let's see if he goes offensive or defensive. Chooses to go to the side. And because of that, mukhang 2 balls away from taking a 2-0 lead in this race to 7. Ang ganda na sana ng buwelo nitong si Jan o ni Ahron Alcarion, but one mistake, ball in hand, and this 9 ball for Zambrano to take a 2-0 lead dito po sa ating race to 7. 5 wins away from registering his first win dito po sa ating independent players. Rack number 3 is upon us in just a few moments. Stay with us. This is SBA next. Back with us here on SBA Next. So 2-0 para dito kay Nielo Zambrano. And he is about to break here in rack number 3. Nice natin pasalamatan, of course, ang ating mga taga-suporta rito. You're watching us on One Sports Plus sa Signal, and sa Pilipinas Live, pati na rin sa puso.p.com. MSW, maraming salamat sa inyo, pati na rin sa Pilipinas Live. Andy, Tanduay, Rason, at of course, Dynasphere, Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls. At mamaya dadaanan po natin lahat ng iba natin taga-suporta. Ito pong si Nielo Zambrano, Tubong Rosales, Pangasinan. So this is actually a battle of Central and Northern Luzon, kasi ito namang si Alcarion ay taga Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Naku, ilang beses na ako nakapunta sa inyo. Napakaganda po dyan sa Candon. At ilang beses na rin ako na-traffic sa Rosales, Pangasinan. A dry break para dito kay Zambrano. That's the only chink in his armor right now. He has not had a successful break. At wala pa rin pong break na nakukuha. Ito namang si Alcarion. Almost flukes the 9 ball after missing on the 1. So medyo kita ng bagya itong numero 1. Is this cuttable para dito kay Zambrano? Well, able to hit it from behind. It's a legal shot. Medyo mahirap na pagapang ito. So let's see if it's going to be an offensive or a defensive shot. Alcarion needs to produce something. Tandaan natin, nagkaroon siya ng foul in the previous rack nung paligpit na siya. He has to shake that one off. And this is a pretty good safety. Again, wala pong jump shots allowed dito po sa SBA. So itong si Zambrano has to navigate around this 3 ball that's blocking the 1. So the 1-9, tingnan natin, tatamaan yung 1. Hindi na pagalaw yung 9, almost scratching it. And that actually works out kasi medyo may cover, o meron nga ba? Mukhang kita yung 1 dito sa tira ni Zambrano. Alcarion can see the 1 ball. Now the question is, can he hide it somewhere? Kasi nakaharang ang 7. This is a very long combination if he takes it on. So ang gagawin niya, he took on the combination. I mean, this Alcarion kid is a sharp shooter. Kanina po, meron siyang isang mahabang tira in rack number 1 on that 1 ball. Again, needs to make something happen and able to get it done on that 1-7 combination. So yung issue niya rito, itong 4 at saka yung 9. Let's see if he plays a 4-9 combination. If he's good at those combinations, might as well go for this one later on. 3 ball. The next object ball, yung pula pong bolang yan. He may get it into the right corner pocket as you see on your screens right now. This has to be a very delicate shot if he wants to prepare for that 4-9 combination. Ayan na po. 4-9 combination ang kanyang binabalak dito. Successful on that 1-7 long distance combination. This is supposed to be an easier one. Let's see if he can convert it for his first win. Naiwan si 9. That is going to hurt for Alcarion. Ngayon, a billiard is available from Zambrano. From the 4 to the 9 using the cue ball. He gets this, he can take a 3-0 lead. And the billiard is there. 3-0 na po ang ating labanan in this race to 7. Ang pinaghirapan ni Alcarion ay niligpit lamang nitong si Zambrano. 3-0 lead for the gentleman from Rosales, Pangasinan. We will take this short break. When we return, it will be rack number 4 here on SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Ito po kagandahan dito sa SBA Next. Although unang gabi pa lang natin, ang dami pong comments dito sa ating comment section. Di ko lang masusundan ko lahat ito ha. Pero batiin na lang natin Mark Yambao, si Luke Pauco, si Jong De Gia, sino ba? Si Ederson Minglana. Sobrang dami guys ng inyong mga comments. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta ng ating opening day dito po sa SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon. And Nielo Zambrano was a very fortunate recipient of a missed combination on the 9-ball. Siya po ang nagligpit. And now he is looking for his first successful break of the evening. But still nothing on the break from Zambrano. At may kombinasyon na tayo nakikita rito. 1 to the 2 ball para dito kay Alcarion, who has shown to be a very sharp shooter. Yun nga lang kanina, yung kombinasyon niya sa 4-9 na iwan ng 9 at nakinabang doon etong si Zambrano. Nicely done on that combination. And this is an open layout. So until makaabot po ng 7 ang isang player, the opponent is very much alive. So yung nga po si Alcarion out of Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Yung kanilang venue dyan for sports has housed so many international competitions of late. One of the most beautiful facilities in northern Luzon. And this is going well so far for Alcarion. Easy pickup on the 4. Medyo, he might be queuing over the 8 ball. That's the only thing that adds difficulty dito sa tirang ito. Again, all of these players, nahanap yan sa mga scouting tours na ginawa ng SBA. Of course, our founder, very hands-on, si Hadley Mariano, has gone through different places all over the Philippines. And these are the best free agents, ika nga, dito sa Pilipinas. So Alcarion can drop in this 6. Get position on the 7 into that corner pocket. Medyo napalakas ng konti. Needed an angle but not this much. Still makeable though for Alcarion. The 8 does pass the 9. Kanina itong si Alcarion had an opportunity. He's actually going to bank this in. Are you serious? No. Hindi pumasok. That was actually a good idea to bank in the 7 to get position on the 8 ball. Pero just like earlier, may foul siya in rack number 2. Missed on the combination on the 3rd rack. And Zambrano with another opportunity na mangligpit with 3 balls remaining. I'm not sure if the pressure has been on Alcarion so far, pero may mga mintis siya rito that is just giving away rack after rack dito kay Zambrano. And straight in on the 9 ball. We did not expect this, folks. It's now a 4-0 lead for Nielo Zambrano over Ahron John Alcarion. And once again, Alcarion had the momentum. He had everything going for him, but just one miss opened the door for Zambrano, who's now got a 4-0 lead in this race to 7. We will have more action from SBA Next when we return. Stay with us.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
And back with us here inside the Sharks Billiards Arena dito po sa Morato, Quezon City. Pwede po kayong pumunta rito, libre. Sabi nga ni Hadley Mariano kanina, kung nag-comment doon, sa mga nag-comment kanina doon sa kanyang post, ay magkakaroon ng 1 oras na libre dito. Kung nag-comment po kayo, pumunta na po kayo dito. Ito po si Noel Zarate at nasasaksiyan po natin ang ating unang labanan sa ating independent players as itong si Nielo Zambrano has picked up a 4-0 lead in this race to 7, and the only thing keeping his opponent, itong si Ahron Alcarion at this table, is his inability to make a ball on the break. Pero medyo masalimut ang layout dito. Nagpa-party po si 3, si 4, at saka si 9. Hindi rin madali ang opening shot ni Alcarion dito sa numero 1. So he'll choose to play safe. Maraming taguan dyan sa ilalim using the 5 ball for good measure as well. And this is going to be a kick from the bottom rail naman. Galing dito kay Zambrano, and he is most likely going to break up that party dyan sa ilalim. Good shot. Yun na nga, nabasag na yung party, but still an opportunity for yet another safety shot para naman dito kay Alcarion. Pwedeng gamitin yung numero 6 na pangharang dito sa 1 ball. We've seen Alcarion just really go on offense sa mga ibang tira na akala mo pwede nang i-safety, pero ito talaga safety using the 4 ball na pangharang dito. Pahirap na ng pahirap yung mga binibigay na tira dito kay Zambrano. This looks pretty solid. Kung saan dadaan, tanda natin, the shot clock is in play dito, 30-second shot clock. You can ask for an extension. Si Zambrano earlier used one in rack number 1. And he's going to use another extension here in this rack number 5. Saan siya dadaan? This looks like a Z kick. Papunta sa numero 1. Oh, it's an intentional foul. Ang ginawa rito nitong si Zambrano. But that now creates a possible 3-9 combination as he gives ball in hand dito kay Alcarion. That's a pretty good safety. So nakita na natin yung kagalingan ni Alcarion pagdating sa opensa, pati na rin sa depensa, may dunong din. So 1-2, walang problema. Same pocket for these 2 balls now. Pagdating sa 3 ball, he's shown a propensity to make combination shots. Tandaan natin, in rack number 3, that 1-7 combination na medyo masalimuot, medyo mahirap, nagawa niya. Can he get in line for this 3-9 combination after making the 2 ball? He did not make the 2 ball! Yan ang nagiging problema pag iniisip mo yung preparasyon sa sunod na bola pero hindi mo napasok yung unang object ball. This is a problem now. So Zambrano is looking at that same line na kung saan dapat kukunin from the 2. This time kinurida na niya. May have overrun the 3. And this is going to be a low percentage shot if you're going to billiard this from the 3 to the 9 using the cue ball. So tignan natin if he's gonna play safe. He can afford to take risks. Tandaan natin, he's up 4-0. Itong si Nielo Zambrano of Rosales, Pangasinan. So let's see if he goes for it. 9. No. So that's the risk he could take being up 4-0 in this race to 7. Kita yung pisngi ng 3. This could be makeable into the side pocket. But you have to consider where the cue ball will land for the 4 ball. That scratch was in play, and this is going to be an easy 3 ball para kay Zambrano. So 3 into the side. Well, now you're gonna have to get creative with this 3 ball. Pwede na. Yang pinipilit ni Zambrano kanina ng combination or this billiard to the 9. There it is! And another 4-9 combination, the second for Nielo Zambrano tonight. 5-0, 2 racks away from winning his match dito po sa ating Independent Players Showdown sa ating SBA Next. Makakahabol pa ba si Ahron John Alcarion? We'll find out when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
We're entering rack number 7. Ang score po natin 6-0 in favor of Dan pala yan. Dan Zambrano, according to Jason Delos Reyes sa ating comment section. May nagpapabati ka rin. Aba, Paul Kenneth Arpilleda, shout out daw from Chicago. Hindi ako naniniwala dyan, Kenneth. Magpadala ka na lang ng pansit dito. At sa lahat po ng mga nagko-comment sa ating mga, yan, si Kenneth Arpilleda talaga, sumisip-sip sa akin dito. Noel Zarate po, nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon. And we are going to go into rack number 7 in just a few moments. Once again, stand by for our next scheduled match dito sa ating independent players. Maya-maya po masasaksihan natin ang laban ni Ruben Rivera Jr. kontra naman dito kay Mark Russel Sarusad. So going for the win, breaking for the match, Dan Zambrano. And his break is still dry. This time, itong si Alcarion does not have a clean shot on the 1. Kita niya yung 9, kita niya yung numero 1, but does not have an offensive shot. Gagamit siya ng tiririt dito. This is going to be a safety on the 1. Gagamitin niya yung numero 5. Oh, nadaan pa sa 7. Napaganda pa ang landing dito. Tandaan natin kanina, Zambrano napilitang gumamit ng intentional foul kasi kinandado siya ni Alcarion. Now, Zambrano does have a 2-rail kick to this 1 ball. Ingat lang sa scratch. No, he went straight for a 1-rail kick to the 1. And once again, making contact with the 3. That's a foul, ball in hand. Para naman dito kay Alcarion. At mas lalong gumaganda ang layout dito. Needs a little bit of an angle from the 1 to get to the 2 to the other side. All Alcarion needs is just 1 win first. Yun lang isipin niya rito. Manalo ka lang ng isa. Medyo malapit kay Dos. Ay, nasa patos pa siya rito sa 5. So after making the 1 ball, Alcarion is gonna have to play safe once again on this 2 ball. Tries to use the 5. Good speed. So, kita ng bahagya naman yung 2 sa may kanang bahagi para dito kay Dan Zambrano. Tinago sa likod ng 5. Also pretty good. Now again, a kick shot is available from the bottom rail to get to that 2 ball para dito kay Alcarion. Makamabenta ito. Hala. Alcarion has given away the 2 ball. The question is, kaya bang ligpitin ni Zambrano sa layout na ito? Kinurida papunta sa 3. Barely makes it. Now it's a difficult shot on the 3. Watch out also on the recoil nitong pamato. Pwedeng may scratch yan sa side. Ilalayo na lang, hindi na umupensa. So this cue ball and the 3 ball separated by about 8 feet. Pero kitang-kita naman yung 3, but not enough to make a pocket. Unless you want to go for a bank shot, Alcarion needs some kind of a miracle at this point na makahabol at namigay na naman ng bola. Alcarion leaves the 3 ball open for Zambrano. Let's see if Zambrano has enough to make this into the side pocket. It appears that he has. But this is a very, very difficult cut on the 4 unless he wants to bank this. Maybe that's cue ball hits the 7. If he makes this bank shot. Might have to use an extension. Medyo nagdesisyon na siya rito. Bank shot. Does not make it. But there was a backup plan. Ginamit yung numero 9 na pangharang dito sa 4. Again, no offensive shot available para kay Alcarion. Alcarion is not going to hit this directly. He's going to use a rail. Oh, missed it. 2 rails. No contact on the 4. And it's just been that kind of a night para dito kay Ahron Alcarion. Ahron. Ahron yung nakalagay. May H. Ahron. Ahron. Okay, sige. We're gonna correct it. Ahron. Thank you very much to our director, si Direk Bimbs. So Dan Zambrano. Five to the 6 should not be an issue para kay Zambrano. Able to avoid the scratch. Lines it up very well. Medyo derecho, so you may have to go short side on this 7. Does go short side on the 7 ball. Has enough angle na hindi na pagalawin masyado yung pamato to get to the 8 ball from the 7. Into the side, bagsak na lang ito. 2 balls away from the match. And Dan Zambrano of Rosales, Pangasinan. Is going to move on dito po sa ating independent players. Zambrano sweeping Alcarion 7-0 in this inaugural matchup sa ating independent players sa SBA Next. So congratulations for making it to the next round para dito kay Dan Nielo Zambrano of Rosales, Pangasinan, defeating Ahron Alcarion of Ilocos Sur. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, patuloy po ang ating pagbabakbakan dito po sa ating independent players matchup. Ruben Rivera Jr. takes on Mark Russel Sarusad when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Content Pro player.
Now entering rack number 7. So we will not have a whitewash. Katulad na nangyari sa ating unang laban sa ating independent players, as Ruben Rivera Jr. aka Benji able to get rack number 6. As we now enter the 7th rack, maraming salamat sa Dynaspheres Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls. Yan pong ginagamit natin sa ating mga kompetisyon dito po sa SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po, nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon at sargo para dito kay Rivera. Benji Rivera barely made it to this match. Na-traffic siya papunta dito sa Sharks Billiards Arena in Morato, coming all the way from Muntinlupa, but able to win the lag. And for the second time today, able to break, pero hindi katulad ng kanyang unang break na may naipasok. So this could be a push out kung hindi malinaw ang pananaw nitong si Sarusad sa numero 1. He is gonna push this out. That is an option coming off the break sa 9-ball. Showing the 1-ball. Now the question is, hindi naman nakakabit yung 1 sa side rail. Can he bank this in? No, he is going to go for some defense, pero nakialam ang 9. So kitang-kita ang numero 1 para dito kay Sarusad. And the question is, can he hide again? Cannot hide behind the 2. Long distance shot para kay Rivera. Again, si Rivera naghahabol dito. Maganda na ang kalat ng bola. Rivera is not going to go on offense. Pahihirapan niya ng konti. Nakasapatos ang pamato. No clean shot. Hindi po singkitable yan. He can cross bank this. But there's going to be another safety shot. Now this is a lot closer. Attackable na. Ika nga itong numero 1. And the benefit is the 2-ball is very near that opposite corner pocket. So does Rivera go for the 1? Double clutch siya rito. Remember, each player has a 15-second extension per rack. Rivera not using his. Missing on the 1. At yun lang. Kitang-kita yung numero 1 rito. In Sharks parlance, this is ligpitable. Para dito kay Sarusad. Maybe a little straight on this 2-ball. You have to cheat the pocket a bit para mapatalbog yung pamato of the long rail. Good spin on the cue ball. Moves the 7-ball as well. So lumilinaw na ang layout para dito kay Mark Russel Sarusad. If he gets this, he's on the hill. Five available into the side. You don't really want to hit other balls. Masisira yung flight path. But for Sarusad, oh! Hit the 5 too hard into the side and missed it. Opportunity now for Rivera. Does he bank the 5 or does he cut this into the side pocket? Might go for the corner pocket dito. Or play safe. That's actually a good decision. Naitago. Ang ganda ng eclipse dyan. With the 9 and the 6. blocking the 5 ball. So good contact made, but this is going to expose the 5 ball para kay Rivera. So one miss into the side pocket, biglang nagkaroon ng pagkakataon si Benji Rivera na makakuha ng back-to-back wins in this race to 7. It is a 5-1 lead for Sarusad. Medyo kinapos ang preparasyon para dito sa numero 6. And he's gonna be stretching out a bit to get to the 6 ball. Talking about Rivera. No issues. Short side on the 7. May get the 8 into the same pocket that he's shooting the 7 into right now. Medyo kinulang lang ng mga 3 gulong. So we may see another safety shot dito, tawid dagat type. Ang gagawin dito ni Rivera. So distance safety ang ginamit dito ni Rivera. Sarusad is ahead 5-1. He can afford to take a few chances with this 8 ball. Instead tries to hide behind the 9. Just gets there. You have options. Long rail or side rail. Side rail ang gagamitin dito ni Rivera. Almost made the 8. Hindi may tatago sa likod ng numero 9. Valiant effort though para dito kay Benji Rivera. And the 8 ball, walang problema para dito kay Sarusad. This 9 to put him on the hill. 6-1 lead for Mark Russel Sarusad. 1 win away from advancing to the final 40 dito po sa ating independent players matchup sa SBA next. May ilalaban pa ba ito si Ruben Rivera Jr.? Malalaman natin yan sa ating pong pagbabalik.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
So 6-1 ang abante po nitong si Mark Russel Sarusad kontra kay Benji Rivera sa ating huling independent matchup for tonight. Maya-maya po, stable versus stable naman ang ating masasaksihan. It'll be BADKOI versus Fury. Maraming salamat sa mga kaibigan naman natin sa Signal for your continued support of SBA and the SBA Next. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-aatid sa inyo ng aksyon mula po rito sa Sharks Billiards Arena. At wag po tayo masanay na parating dito sa Sharks gaganapin yung mga laban natin ha. Iikot ito, mag-home court din yung mga stables natin. We'll talk more about that later on. And this break is a dry one. Habol ba yung dos? Hindi umabot yung dos. So let's see if there's still some fight left para dito kay Benji Rivera of Muntinlupa. One into the side. The two might still be available into the side pocket. Pihit lang ng konti para dito sa numero 3 coming off that bottom rail. Naku, tinamaan pa talaga yung 6. It's not really rolling well para dito kay Rivera. He's gonna have to kick at this 3 ball. May use 2 rails to make contact here with the 3 and he does. Double contact pa. Kaya yung saving grace para dito kay Rivera is that Sarusad has an issue with the 5 and the 4 ball, although baka maging taguan yung numero 5. Now, is there enough angle from to get the 4 into that corner pocket? Or will this be a safety shot? Ginamit pa talaga yung 5, napakaswabe. Nung tira dito ni Sarusad. And he could be 5 balls away from moving on. Medyo malapit sa 6, but that should not be a problem. A little bit of a draw getting to the 7 ball. 8 and 9 being tied up is not an issue. 3 bola na lang kailangan ni Mark Russel Sarusad to pull off a dominating 7-1 win. Eight and 9 into the same pocket. And this 9 ball to advance para kay Mark Russel Sarusad of Rodriguez Rizal. Siya po ang nagwagi sa kanilang laban ni Ruben Rivera Jr. 7-1 win para kay Mark Russel Sarusad, and he is moving on to the final 40 players dito po sa ating independent players. Pero hindi pa po tapos ang ating labanan ngayong gabi. When we return, Stable versus Stable, Fury versus BADKOI dito po sa SBA Next.
Hey. Q. BADKOI, Fury, standby po. Meron lang tayong 10 minutes na preparation. So, yung Fury, dito po tayo sa side na to. Magfe-face off po kayo ng BADKOI.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of the evening. It is Stable versus Stable. Unahin po natin kilalanin ang mga miyembro ng Fury. The owners of Team Fury, or the Fury Stable, is Adrian Oquindo and Mark Chan. And now let's meet the players. Daryl Tejerero. Let's bring in Rainiel Salinel. Up next, Alexis Ferrer. And welcome back, Albert Espinola. Last but not least for Fury is Jack De Luna. The head coach for Fury is Robbie Asuncion. And now let's meet BADKOI. The owner is Jarvin Choa, and the players are John Vincent Vicedo. And next up is Amiel Conrad Lenore. Let's bring in William Millares Jr. And we welcome back Dirt Bonode. And rounding up the team is James Dean Tew. The head coaches for BADKOI are the BADKOI himself, Johan Chua, and Jeffrey Ignacio. So tonight, masasaksiyan po natin ang ating unang labanan dito sa Stable versus Stable. It is now time to lag for the break. We bring in our referee, Mario Bautista. So it appears that tonight's matchup will feature William Millares Jr. against Alexis Ferrer. And this lag has been awarded to Fury. So the Fury stable will be breaking first. Once again, Ferrer versus Millares when we return dito po sa SBA Next.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
Sa ilang sandali, magsisimula na po itong ating labanan. Stable versus stable, BADKOI versus Fury. At pasadaan po natin ang ating mga rules dito sa SBA. The game is 9-ball. And after the lag, the losing team nominates first and the winner then selects the player and then breaks first. And the 9 is racked on the spot. Meron po tayong 40-second shot clock na mangyayari pagkatapos ng ating sargo. Then 30 seconds per shot. After that, each team gets a 15-second extension per rack. And failing to strike the cue ball before the buzzer is a foul, and each team gets a 2-minute timeout per match. Now, jump shots are not allowed. Yan po ang ating mga rules dito sa SBA Next para na rin sa SBA Smart Sports. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa SBA Next. So this matchup is featuring etong si William Millares Jr. or JJ Millares taking on Alexis Ferrer. So nagwagi sa ating sargo, ito pong si Alexis Ferrer breaking. This is a race to 7. Dito po sa ating stable versus stable matchup, and this is one thing that the players who are not familiar with the Sharks environment have to get used to, yung ating sargo. Dry break para dito kay Alexis Ferrer. And this brings up ito namang si JJ Millares or William Millares Jr. An international campaigner, of course. And these are the pros na kinuha ng kanya-kanya mga stables. Once again, ang stable nitong kupunan ng Fury owned by Adriano Quindo and Mark Chan, and they will be hosting ang ating mga labanan next week. Lilipat po tayo doon sa kanilang baluarte. This looks to be an easy run out, except medyo kinapos ang preparasyon para sa 3-ball from JJ Millares. So this could be a safety coming up para kay Millares. Pwede niyang gamitin yung numero 8. Instead, he's gonna go down table and use the 9-ball as the blocker here for Alexis Ferrer. Tandaan po natin itong si Ferrer. Tawag si Damang. Internationally known, of course. Coming out of Paniki, Tarlac. At marami nga nagsasabi bakit kaya hindi naging player ng Sharks last season ito si Alexis Ferrer. Who knows? He might be seeing action in the upcoming Season 3. Great response pagdating sa safety kick shot to send that 3 away at gumamit pa ng 3 bola. Etong si Ferrer. And this is one thing that you will appreciate from these top caliber pros. Yung kanilang safety battles are always top notch. Looks like Millares may be using the side rail to get to this 3 ball. Just a 1 rail attack. Good contact on the 3. Ginamit pa yung 8. Muntik pang maipasok ang 3 ball but still a safety. And this could take a while, although let's see if Alexis Ferrer goes for this offensive kick on the 3. Kita pala ng konti yan sa likod ng 6. Numero 3. Oh, he's gonna try to make it on the other side. Pero may backup plan. However, mukhang kita na yung numero 3. So Millares with an opportunity. Hindi madali ang takbo ng 3 papunta sa 4 because that 4 ball is on the point of the side pocket. The 3 is makeable. Banayar na lamang. Now the question is the 4 resting on the point? Mukhang sa anggulong yun, hindi naman. Might have enough to pocket the 4 into the side and just leave the cue ball there for the 5 ball. Kitang-kita. So this is starting to look good para dito kay JJ Millares. Be a little stretched out on the shot on the 5. And 4 balls away from taking the opening rack. Tanda natin, this is also a race to 7. Pinaikot pa 3 rails to get to that 8 ball. Para dito kay Millares. BADKOI, Team BADKOI. 2 balls away from taking the opening rack. BADKOI is on the board first. Dito sa ating labanan, stable versus stable, and you can see the crowd, no matter how late it is, they are here to support their squads. We'll have rack number 2 when we return. Stay with us. This is SBA Next.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Content Pro player. I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
At balik po tayo dito sa loob ng Sharks Billiards Arena in Morato, Quezon City. Opening day of SBA next. Noel Zarate pa rin po nag-atid sa inyo ng aksyon as we head into rack number 8. Maraming salamat once again to Tanduay Athletics for your continued support of SBA and SBA Next. Kasama na rin ang PusoP.com. Kung saan nyo po tayo napapanood, PusoP.com, part of the Smart Sports Network. So JJ Millares has now opened up a 3-rack advantage. BADKOI is now 2 racks away from claiming the victory on opening day. He's already had 2 scratches on the break so far. Medyo inalalayan niya yung kanyang sargo that time. That's going to lead to this dry break. Tough opening shot here para kay Ferrer. Can just slice this into that corner pocket. Pero syempre sinisilip niya ang buong layout dito. Wala pong issues. The key shot here is actually from the 1 to the 2. Makakuha siya ng maganda position sa 2. Lahat po ng bola ay nandyan para sa kanyang pagliligpit. And these are the top quality pros. One-on-one matchups po tayo rito. Kung namimiss nyo po yung mga ating mga King of the Hill, aba, hindi umupensa. Itong si Alexis Ferrer. Kung namimiss nyo po yung ating mga King of the Hill sa SBA, yung mga doubles natin, this is purely individual, one-on-one throughout our SBA next season, our inaugural season. And we will witness now our first safety battle. So ito, 2 rails to get to the 1 ball. Hits it underneath. Pwede na rin. Forcing a difficult shot on the 1. 1-5 combination, of course, may be out of the question. Unless Ferrer is looking like kailangan na natin humabol dito. Down 3 racks na tayo. But can he make a combination on the 1-5? Chooses not to. Naitago ba sa likod ng 3? So the question is there enough room to get to the 2 ball from the 3? Pag gumalaw yung 3 na yan, that's gonna be another foul. 3 ball. Did not move. Almost came out of the pocket once again. Para kay Millares, nangyari na yung kanina kay Ferrer on the 2 ball. And with this layout, this could be heading to the hill na para dito sa BADKOI Warriors. May team name na rin sila, no? The Warriors. Sa BADKOI with JJ Millares getting from the 3 to the 4 should be no issue. Coming off the side rail, maybe even 2 side rails. Two side rails it is for Millares. Konting korida lang to get position on this 5 ball. And Millares very, very deliberate in his play style. Doesn't really take that long, pero makikita naman natin he is just a pocketing machine. Four balls away from the hill. Knows exactly how much time he has on that shot clock. Di na nagre-request ng extension. Actually, no team has used their extension tonight. Three balls away from the hill. Billiards, no swag sa kanyang laro. He just goes about his business at the table. And this 9 ball to put them on the hill. And this will also be 4 in a row for BADKOI. So 1 win away from the opening day victory for the BADKOI Warriors. 6-2 ang abante ni JJ Millares over Alexis Ferrer. We'll be back for rack number 9 when we return.
The ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Content Pro player.
1 rack away from victory ang BADKOI Warriors kontra sa Fury in this opening day of SBA Next. And of course, marami tayong pinapasalamatang tumutulong sa atin, especially Dynaspheres, Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls, and yung mga mesa natin galing sa Rason. Sa mga nagko-comment sa ating live stream, masasanay din ako magbasa ng comments nyo. Pero maraming salamat sa inyo pagsuporta rito sa SBA Next on opening day. Noel Zarate pa rin po. And breaking for the match, William Millares Jr. of the BADKOI Warriors. Dry break again. At lusot ang numero 1 sa 8. So pagkakataon ni Alexis Ferrer for the Fury stable to get this run out. Again, no issues to report sa kalat ng bola. Ferrer gets this one into the corner. The 2 will be available into the side pocket. Mo comes up short if he wanted to go to that corner pocket. The 3 ball is also there, so kailangan bumiyahin ng konti nitong pamato to get to the 3 ball. Medyo kinapos ang preparasyon sa 2 para kay Ferrer. His first time at the table in a while. Still able to control the cue ball and recover quite nicely. So this is now looking like a run out in the making for Alexis Ferrer. So iwasan ni Ferrer ang kombinasyon sa 7 from the 4. He will go around 2 to 3 rails to get to that 5 into the same pocket. He's shooting this 4 ball right now. Naku, kinapos, ginabi. Lahat ng pwedeng mangyaring disgrasya sa tira ni Ferrer nangyari nga doon. He hit it too thin. The speed was off. And look at where this 4-ball is. Third unforced error for Alexis Ferrer tonight. At hindi na pakakawalhan ni JJ Millares ang pagkakataon na to. The 5 passes the 9. So konting maniobra na lang para sa Pamato to get to that 6 ball. Watch out for that side pocket. It might come into play. Missed on the 5. Yun ang mahirap kung pinag-iisipan mo rin. I mean, he had to change his shot last minute because that scratch was in play. And a gift. Unforced error number 1 sa live play. Of course, he's already had 2 scratches on the break. Itong si Millares. And also 1 foul earlier on. And Ferrer, once again, nabigyan ng pagkakataon na akala niya hindi na niya makukuha ulit. At hindi na bibitiwan ito. Itong ating native of Paniki, Tarlac. And this match will extend. Ferrer having 2 more balls to just stay on pace. Kumbaga match point na dapat itong BADKOI Warriors. Ferrer still getting an opportunity to come back. After a big mistake hitting on the 4 ball earlier. And Ferrer will extend this match to a 10th rack. So 6-3 ang ating scores. Still on the hill. Etong BADKOI Warriors, but the Fury stable is not yet done. Alexis Ferrer will be breaking in rack number 10, and we'll have that for you when we return.
Experience the ultimate thrill. The perfect place to enjoy the game. Catch the best odds, the biggest games, and the fastest payouts. Make it even more exciting with MSW. MSW, for the serious sports bettor.
I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and the Conland Pro player. I'm Jonas Magpantay, team captain of MSW Mavericks, 10-ball World Cup champion, and a Conland Pro player.
Entering rack number 11, hindi pa po tapos itong ating labanan, although William Millares Jr. and the BADKOI Warriors are already on the hill. But we're coming off the first break and run out para naman dito kay Alexis Ferrer. Salamat sa MSW, Mega Sports World, Sports Betting, and of course, Tanduay Athletics. Noel Zarate pa rin po. Nag-aatid sa inyo na action, opening day of SBA next. And Alexis Ferrer coming off his first break and run. Can he continue to apply the pressure dito sa kanyang sargo? Made the 7 ball the last time up. This time it is a dry break. Saving grace dito, mukhang hindi lusot yung 1 sa 4. Millares is gonna take a look at this. Can the 1 pass the 4 into the corner pocket? Lusot. Sakto pa sa 2. Nothing blocking the 3. So sinisipat na niya kung saan ang magandang landing spot para dito sa 3 ball. Probably coming off the short rail and then the long rail. To get position on this 3. Just uses 1 rail. That should be enough. So dapat perfect na ang laruin dito ni Millares. You cannot allow Alexis Ferrer to come back to the table if you're the BADKOI Warriors. Again, wala pong mga issues sa mesa. Ang ganda ng kalat ng sargo ni Ferrer. Ang nakinabang lamang etong si Millares. Konting korida para dito. Oh, inatras na lamang. 5 into the same pocket. He was 2 straight on the 4. Coming off the short rail to get to the 6. Depende na sa kanya. Pwedeng sa corner, pwedeng sa side. We'll opt for the side pocket. Drop that in. 7 into the opposite corner. 8 available into the side. The writing is on the wall for the BADKOI Warriors. So BADKOI, of course, coached by the BADKOI himself, Johan Chua, and the Cobra, Jeffrey Ignacio. 3 balls away from victory on opening day. Konting maniobra na lang mula 8 papunta rito sa 9. Pwede lang ang mga tsaw yan, where. Not too flashy, but very accurate. And this 9 ball to secure the win on opening day for the BADKOI Warriors, courtesy of William Millares Jr. 7-4. And the opening day victory belongs to the BADKOI Warriors. 7-4 victory by William Millares Jr. kontra kay Alexis Ferrer. Of course, earlier on, ito po si Dan Zambrano able to get a 7-0 win kontra kay Ahron Alcarion sa ating individual or sa ating independent matchup. And that was followed by the win by Mark Russel Sarusad against Benji Rivera 7-1. And tonight, of course, we cap it with a 7-4 win for the BADKOI Warriors kontra sa Fury Stable. At bukas po, saksihan nyo po ulit alas 9 dito po sa Sharks Arena ang ating dalawang labanan sa independent players and Game 2 of the stable versus stable matchup. Ito po si Noel Zarate. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok sa opening day of SBA Next.